Recently, I've been feeling restless, worrying so much about the future. It keeps me awake at night, longing for a peaceful life. But what is peaceful living, and how can I achieve it? While searching for the answer, I learned to pivot my attention to things I can control, and that is my day-to-day activity. Slowly, I began to build a morning routine that helps me embrace a mindset and lifestyle that foster inner harmony. But that doesn't mean I have no stress. Stress is and always will be a part of life. However, learning how to manage and release it is essential to our well-being. The routine that has helped me experience a sense of peaceful living relies largely on how I start my morning. It sets the tone for the rest of my day unless unexpected events happen. I am a morning person. I'm usually awake at around 4 a.m. I used to doom scroll social media as soon as I woke up, but that has changed as I continue to seek intentional and peaceful living. I am learning to cultivate and pursue healthy habits. This realization didn't happen overnight. I listened to podcasts and read books, and one book that truly helped me was Atomic Habits by James Clear. My biggest takeaway is that small and repetitive action are key to achieving anything in life. For me, that means experiencing a slow and peaceful life. With that understanding, I began building habits to help me on this journey. The first thing I do after waking up is brush my teeth. It's such a mundane activity, but it helps me feel fresh. Then I make myself a cup of hot coffee. If you are a coffee drinker like me, you know the joy of that first sip in the morning. I also read every day. I rotate different books throughout the week, and recently I've been obsessed with a novel called How to Stop Time by Matt Haig. And of course, my morning routine wouldn't be complete without Panther. He's our 10-year-old baby cat. We adopted him from an animal shelter in spring 2015 when we moved to Washington, D.C. Ever since then, he has brought so much joy to our lives. We also have some plants. They are gifted to us by our friends Eric and Murray. They are very low maintenance and we only need to water them once a week. Another important part of my morning routine is running. I run at least 4 or 5 days a week. Since late last summer, I picked up running again and I loved it. I had stopped running since middle school, so to be able to do it now in my mid-30s feel like a blessing. As much as it hurts, it also gives me an adrenaline rush that makes me feel like anything is possible. I drink some water before my runs to stay hydrated, but not too much. Drinking too much can cause discomfort while running. And I have to change into a loose shirt because the gray one I put on earlier was too tight. Honestly, I often care more about comfort than style anyway. I ran for about an hour that morning. I didn't film at the gym out of respect for others' privacy. Honestly, I used to see exercise as a daunting task, but now it's something I genuinely look forward to each day. I can finally say it has become a part of my life now. Today I feel proud of myself. I know it sounds cliche, but realizing that I'm capable of doing things I once only dreamed of is an accomplishment. I've learned that the way we talk to ourselves is powerful. It can shape how we see ourselves and the world around us, for better or for worse. So let's be our own cheerleaders. I also find skincare quite therapeutic. That's alone time, looking at myself in the mirror and reflecting on my thoughts. It's calming. My morning routine isn't complete without putting on my beloved silver jewelry. If you are my friends and family, you know. Now I am ready to conquer the world, at least my own little world of thoughts and actions. After my morning routine, my day flows easily. It generally involves cooking, eating, cleaning, playing with Panther, and playing card games with Andrew. It's mundane, honestly, but intentional, because those little actions did give me joy. Today we are having leftover stir-fried rice noodles for lunch. We try to eat together as a family of 3, including Panther, of course. We usually talk about our day or plans for the week, but lately our conversation have revolved around my career. Recently, I was placed on leave without early notice. It was tough to process at first, but as time goes by, I've learned that it's just a part of life. As the saying goes, nothing is constant but change. It's important to take time to process things and move forward, because change is inevitable. We recently moved into a new apartment, and we are still setting up our life in this new space. We miss our big family in Illinois and hope to visit them this summer. It can get very quiet with just the 3 of us, but we've learned to give each other space while also making time to be together. I used to be really hard on myself for not keeping everything perfectly organized and clean, but as I get older, I've learned to prioritize and accept that it's okay to have a little mess here and there. But Andrew still thinks I'm too clean and organized. Since it's Saturday, I usually do some deep cleaning, especially in the kitchen and bathrooms. Sometimes I actually find cleaning therapeutic. It gives me a sense of order. Recently, I started drinking tea regularly. I rotate between 3 flavors: ginger and lemon, hibiscus, and ginger and chamomile. I drink at least 3 cups a day. It really helps with my digestion issue and anxiety. And this tea was gifted by beloved Julia. Weekends also means laundry day. I put on a jacket because we had planned to go out, but we changed our minds and decided to stay in instead. I don't know about you, but for me, engaging in small tasks like this is fulfilling, especially when I get lost in them. My running thoughts pause and I just exist in the moment. It can be just as peaceful as taking a nap like Panther. Now that it's springs, people are out and about. Since moving back to DC area, we've really enjoyed spending time with friends and their kids. We hope to spend more time with them this season. Our apartment is still a mess, even though it's been almost 2 months since we moved in. There are still unopened boxes because with the uncertainty of my job, we are unsure how long we will be here. But I'm learning to cope with that uncertainty by focusing on what I can control. Sorry, Panther. Mama is being too loud with her cleaning. With Panther around, I have to clean the floor daily. His fur gets everywhere. We often joke that he's a big boss because sometimes he would supervise my cleaning. Now that cleaning is done, it's tea time, my favorite time of the afternoon. Tea symbolizes relaxation for me. Comfy clothes, warm tea, and looking out the window, witnessing life. In these little moments, I'm deeply aware that I'm living a life I used to dream of. We have to capture and stay present in these moments to truly experience life. Well, after tea, I crave my mother-in-law's cucumber pickle. Since moving to DC, we really miss her cooking, so I had no choice but to recreate it. Cooking has always been my love language, something I inherited from my mother. She was a trained cook, and I was fortunate to experience many different food at a young age because of her. I used to help her in the kitchen when she was at work. She would walk me through each step of her cooking while I assisted her with prep work. Sometimes I wasn't fully paying attention, but now I am grateful for those moments. They are treasure binding us together. I share similar experience with my mother-in-law. Our bond began and deepened through cooking. Cooking is such a universal language of love. It bridges differences and brings people together through a shared appreciation for food and home-cooked meals. That's how I got to know my in-laws, through conversation over breakfast, lunches, and dinners. Those moments opened the door to our connection. They shared their childhood memories, dreams from their younger years, favorite sports, and nostalgic snacks. Each conversation felt like a glimpse into their past, and as they told their story, I felt as if I were right there with them. That's why I love cooking and sharing food. Food has the power to bring back memories that might otherwise be forgotten. The pickle turned out exactly how I remembered, crunchy, spicy, and savory. They were too good not to share, so I packed some for our friends. We spent the evening at their place over dinner and a movie later at another friend's place. And of course, we came home with food too. Sharing food is an act of love. Now my day is complete with a sense of joy, despite the uncertainty of the future. Today, I fully live in these moments, and that's all that truly matters.